Is it on? Is it on? Okay. I do not really remember all the details of the night I was created, but I do remember how I was abandoned. My master left me as soon as I opened my eyes. At the time, I could not speak, but you could say that I was at a loss for words. I just left the house. I traveled far north and found a family to where I stayed with them. They were such a nice family. This is where I learned how to speak. I also found a few books and learned how to read.
Oh my god! It's alive!
Okay. I knew I had to get my master's attention, so I traveled to Geneva to see his family. When I arrived, the first human I encountered was a man named William. Later I found out he was the younger brother to my creator. When I confronted him, I took his life with my bare hands by strangling him. What's your name, little boy?
William.
What's your father's name?
Alphonse Frankenstein, ugly.
Is you Justine Frankenstein?
Yeah.
You was arrested for the murder of William Frankenstein. Get on your knees. Stay right there until I tell you anything else. Sword me.
Okay. I headed to the mountains and encountered Victor. This is where him and I had our first conversation. I approached Victor the fastest I could, being sure he could not get away once more. I was successful in this and we talked about what was wanted. I was in need of a girl to share my emotions with. Wink, wink.
Get away from me, you beast!
I am very lonely and am in need of a mate, Master.
Absolutely not. I'm not gonna make the same mistake twice.
Make this happen and I'll be gone forever.
I have been persuaded. I will travel to London to gather information to create a female for you.
Wise choice. Next was the Orkney Islands. I heard Victor was staying there. I was spying on him when he saw me through the window. The fool, he said he was not going to give me my mate anymore. I swore to him that I would get my revenge on his wedding night. Oh, Victor!
Screw this!
My revenge plot started when I saw Victor Frankenstein destroy my girl. The next location I traveled to was Ireland, where I found my master's good friend, Henry. I knew I could inflict damage upon my creator by killing his loved ones, so as soon as I strangled him, I made sure that he would be able to see the black finger marks I left on his neck. Finally, we are approaching the wedding night, where I would have the sweetest revenge ever. When I approached the room where Victor and Elizabeth were staying, I waited for Victor to leave the room. When he left out onto the porch, I snuck in, and I grabbed that neck. When she stopped breathing, I quietly snuck out the room. I did, however, realize I went too far. I made a death wish and will be on the run for the rest of my life.
You're not gonna keep me on my wedding night.
I traveled along the Rhone until I reached the Mediterranean, where I stayed for a few months. This is when Victor came and spotted me. I hid myself in a ship that was bound for the Black Sea. I was able to escape unseen.
Let me in the door! Let me in!
Yes, sir. All aboard! All aboard!
Oh, oh! Oh, okay! I wasn't here!
Aboard! Where'd he go? I don't know.
Well, I knew he was with me now in Russia, and I felt he was going to die soon. I left him a trail of food so he could still track me, but it was also for the fact so he could eat to stay alive on this wild chase.
Could it be? I must follow this trail.
Alright, almost to the end of the story now. So I led him to the North Pole, where it felt like we were in a race with dog sleds. Then we passed a ship. When I looked back, my master fell off his sled and passed out. As I stopped and watched, I saw a human come off the ship and take my master back on it. My creator told the man about our wild chase and then died of a sickness. I then went up to the coffin to visit Victor and say my blessing. Then the ship captain, Robert Walton, said to me that Victor would still be alive if I wasn't so bad.
Oh, I'm feeling sick. Ah. Come to my ship. We will save you.
What did he tell you?
Everything.
Here I am, sitting at the North Pole, with nothing else to live for. Think it's time that I said goodbye to this world.